Welcome to Greek Verse a Day on Revelation 1:5a. So we're going to take the first half of Revelation 1:5, and in the next video we'll take the second half of it. As always, I encourage you to work from your Greek Reader's Edition, and I will work from the screen and give you some information there. We'll read through twice, give you an opportunity to pause and make what you will of the verse, and then I'll jump in with my comments. So our first reading is going to be a little bit slower, and as a reminder, what came before this, we have greetings from different people or different groups. Immediately before this, we got a greeting from the seven spirits that are before the throne of the Lord. So Kai, Apa, Iesu, Christou, Ha Martus, Ha Pistos, Ha Prototokos, Ton Necron, Kai Ha Archon, Ton Basileon, Tes Geis. One more time, a little bit faster. Kai Apa Iesu Christou, Ha Martus, Ha Pistos, Ha Prototokos, Ton Necron, Kai Ha Archon, Ton Basileon, Tes Geis. So go ahead and take a minute here to pause and see what you can make of this verse. And remember previously, as I said at the beginning of this video, what comes before this. In the context preceding, we have a grace and a peace to you all from a couple of different groups. Looking back into our Greek Reader's Edition here, if you look back into Revelation 1:4, we have grace and peace from the one who is, and who was, and the one coming, and from the seven spirits which are before his throne. And so this is going to continue that structure here. And from, with our genitive following the preposition. Remember, apa takes the genitive case to mean from. So from Iesu Christou, Jesus Christ. And then what comes after Jesus Christ is going to be a string of nominatives that are all, again, in apposition. So we've seen this for this grammatical term a couple different times now as we've been working through Revelation. Remember, apposition is when you have a noun and then you have now another noun following it, usually that matches it in case. In this instance, these all do not match Jesus Christ in case. They're not all in the genitive. Nonetheless, they're giving us more information about Jesus Christ. It's sort of, we have the head noun and then we have a string of describers that go after it, telling us more about that head noun. So from Jesus Christ, and then all of this is going to give us some more information here. We have Ha Martus, the witness, Ha Pistos, the faithful one. And one comment here about Ha Martus, Ha Pistos, the editors of of the Greek New Testament Reader's Edition have chose to put in a comma right here. Of course, in the Greek manuscripts, we don't have punctuation marks like this, so you wouldn't see a comma. And what this comma does is tells us that witness and faithful one are two separate describers. But grammatically speaking, these could actually be the same describer. This pistos is actually an adjective, and with the definite article coming right before it, it could be an attributive adjective that is further modifying martus. So it could be the faithful witness rather than the witness, the faithful one, as two different things. The faithful witness would then be one description, with pistos telling us more about the witness. And sort of grammatically both work. Either it could be two separate describers, the witness, the faithful one, or it could be one describer, the faithful witness. In any case, moving on, we have then Ha Prototokos. This is going to be the word for firstborn. It's a combination, a compound noun here of proto or prota, and then tokos, so first and born. Ton Necron, of the dead, or of the dead ones, so from the dead ones. There's a couple of different ways we could take the genitive here, ton ton nekron, and probably the best is thinking of this as what is called a genitive of source. And this is one of the things that we'll be talking about in the Greek exegesis class, the different categories of the cases in Greek. And specifically the genitive case has all kinds of options for translation. So with the genitive of source, we're thinking about what is in the genitive as sort of the spring from which the noun that goes with it comes. So in this case, the firstborn out of the dead. So the dead is sort of the group, and the prototokos, Jesus, is the firstborn out of the dead, coming out of the dead. And then we have a little bit more here, one more nominative phrase, ha archon, the leader, ton basileon, over the kings, or the leader of the kings. Again, we have a genitive right here. So there's a relationship then between ha archon and ton basileon. And normally with the genitive, we start with the translation of English of, the leader of, but when we sort of think about the relationship between these words, a leader is usually sort of over something or over some things. So in this case, we might translate it the leader over the kings tes geis. Again, another phrase in the genitive here that's further describing ton basileon, the kings of the earth. So to put this all together, remember we have grace and peace from Jesus Christ, the witness, the faithful one, the firstborn of the dead, and the ruler over the kings of the earth.